Lots of our customers want to quilt in the hoop, and there are a few things that you need to know before you start doing that. So I'm going to kind of try to cover the basics here. One thing that is very helpful when you're quilting in the hoop is a magnetic hoop. This one is the 260 by 200 hoop from Dime that we carry in the stores. And the nice thing about it is you don't have to force all of the quilt material down into the plastic hoop. You can just lift the fabric up and move it, and I'll show that to you in a little bit. So the other thing that I do to prepare is I make sure I have a full bobbin, and I put whatever color of thread that I want to use to show on the back of the quilt in the bobbin. And usually I match my sewing thread with my bobbin thread when I'm quilting in the hoop. The other thing that I do is I make sure I have a nice long tail for my bobbin thread so that I can pull it up through the hoop or through the quilt to the top, and that way I don't have a messy back, or at least it looks a little bit better on the back. Okay, and then the next thing you need to have is a quilting design. I'm going to use today this quilting stars or stipple stars from Dime. It's part of a Stipple Mania collection of these are all over designs. So I'm going to quilt edge to edge on this one. And the next thing I'm going to do here is go ahead and load that, take it into stitch out mode. This is embroidery edit. So here we are with the options available to us. The other thing I do when I'm preparing to quilt in the hoop is I turn my automatic threader off. That way I can pull my bobbin up. Automatic, not threader, automatic cutter. I turn that off. Anyway, so I've turned that off, and then I'm going to press continue. And now my arm is moving into place, and I can put the base of the magnetic hoop on the arm, which makes that this whole thing a lot easier. Now I can leave that hoop on the frame or on the machine while I move the quilt around and just put the magnetic top on when I'm ready to stitch.